Hey, Shooby-Doodlers. I love it when two things come together unexpectedly. Last week I had a message from a graphic design student at a very good graphic design school in Paris. But they're a little bit frustrated because they feel they're not got enough drawing skills going on. They want to do more illustration and one thing and another. And I asked for some more information. And then while I was thinking about what to say, then I saw a video popped up in my subscribe box from Will Terry, who is an American children's book illustrator. And his video was encouraging you to do personal work as an illustrator, and not just do stuff that you're given by lecturers or publishers or people you're working for, which I thought was really good advice. There's lots more really good advice on that video. I'll put a link at the end of this video, so go and have a look. Now, what happens to artists as they're growing up? All of us, we go through these little forks. We come to a fork in the road and we make a decision. We become mathematicians, or we become artists or writers or something or whatever. And then we think, what kind of an artist are we going to be? Or what kind of a mathematician or scientist? And then we split ourselves down another little road. And then, you know, am I going to be a designer? Am I going to be an illustrator? Am I going to be a fine artist? Or am I going to be a particle physicist? Am I going to do electronic engineering or what? You know, so we all keep coming across these little forks in the road. I think what's happened to the young lady who emailed me is that she's found herself at a very good college doing graphic design, but what she really wants to be is an illustrator. And illustration is not graphic design. Although some illustrators are good graphic designers and some graphic designers are good illustrators, but they are not the same thing. I think quite often people will find themselves at art college or find themselves in an artistic job or something like that, thinking this is really what I want. And once they're in there, they realise, oh, actually, it isn't what I want to do. And this tiny little bit of the job, which I'm allowed to do, or this tiny part of the course, which I'm really enjoying, is only a tiny part of the job, and I would like to do that all the time. So what do? Well, basically, you have three choices. You can go back and start again, and that is really, really hard work and can be very demoralising. And a lot of people who give up and that say, "I will go back and start again," they don't. They will go back to the beginning and they get bored, and then maybe they start over again, and it becomes a habit of going back and starting over again. So I wouldn't recommend that. You can go forward into the great unknown, which is always a little bit worrying, or you can just sit down and cry. Now, as you've gone down these little pathways, you'll suddenly find you're on this one pathway, and you can maybe see across there on another pathway, somebody is doing what you want to do. And you think, oh, I've got to go all the way back there to go back to where they are. But you might find that if you keep carrying on, their pathway and your pathway can merge at the end, and in fact you can come out ahead of them because you will be doing what they have done, but you'll be bringing something extra to it. So if you find yourself on a graphic design course and you really want to be an illustrator, and the illustration is only a tiny part of your course or part of your job, and that's the bit you want to do, then, as Will Terry says, do personal projects. You're allowed to do your own thing. And in fact, in the end, I shouldn't be saying this, but in the end, the degree or the qualification that you get from an art college means absolutely nothing. You are at art college to spend 3 years or however long your course is, developing yourself, developing your ideas, developing your style. And those 3 years are very precious. You can spend your time just doing what they ask you to do, and you will come out and you will be a designer. Or you can spend 3 years going crazy and doing everything, and that means doing your personal projects. And that is where, so if you want to be an illustrator, there is no excuse not to be one. You should have a sketchbook on the go all the time. Every time you go out with friends, you draw them. While you're waiting at the metro, at the bus station to go home, you draw people on the metro. You're just drawing all day long. And that drawing will feed in to your graphic design work. Then you have the graphic design work which you're thinking, oh, this isn't what I want to do. You have to do your absolute best. in any job, in any field of endeavor, wherever you are now, that is where you are. And whatever you are doing, you do it to your absolute utmost best. It doesn't matter if it's art or science or whatever. You do what you are doing now to your absolute utmost best. And in doing that, you make yourself bigger than the situation you are in. And new opportunities will come to you. If you are in a design school and you do amazing illustration in your personal private time, but you do amazing graphic design and deliver all your work on time or all your projects on time, and you do amazing work there and bring your illustration in, then your lecturers will go, oh, this person is special, and they will start giving you time to do more illustration work, and they will help you because they know that you are special, you are doing the work, and you are going to go places. And down the line, you can see those people who are going down that path that you think is where you maybe should be, but you will meet up with them at the other end and you will be ahead of them because you will be as good as them on the course that they've just plodded along on, but you will have got this extra thing. You'll have the design element too. And it doesn't matter which things you're doing. Do the bit that really interests you in your own time. The stuff that you have to do to your utmost best. And don't think of it as a chore. Every job that comes in, think this is something brilliant. I'm going to really do well and put love and care and enthusiasm into everything you do, and until you outgrow the situation you are in. And then new experiences, new opportunities will then come to you to take you forward. Then you may have new decisions to make, but then you start again and you keep moving forward. Don't go back. Don't step sideways. Keep going forwards and do your absolute utmost best. And if drawing is what you love doing, just draw. Just keep drawing in the coffee breaks, in your lunch breaks, on your Saturday nights out, while you're dancing, while all your friends are dancing, draw them too. And that's my best advice. If you're really, really serious and you want to be someone, you really want to do something and achieve something, you put 110% in and really, really go for it. Well, I hope that helps you in Paris, and I hope that helps a few other people too. Good luck to you all.